Hello everybody, welcome back to the video where today I'm going to be reviewing the DCX Sonic the Hedgehog, Cyborg, and Tails figures here. And right off the bat, I'm a little bit worried. I'm worried for Cyborg's structural integrity. Please don't break on me. Anyways, yeah, so if you haven't watched the other two videos, please be sure to do that. I already uploaded Batman and Superman. So far, I think the figures look great, and I think that out of all these, Cyborg's the best looking one. However, their joints don't stay connected very good, and I'm very worried that Cyborg is gonna fall apart on me. So, without any further ado, let's just get straight into packaging. Actually, I lied. I have a few announcements quick. So first off, of course, like and subscribe if you like this sort of content. I do a lot of figure reviews, so if this is your type of thing, especially with Sonic the Hedgehog, then be sure to like and subscribe. Additionally, if you have been watching my content for some time and you want to join the community, I do have a Discord server in the description below where I have all sorts of things going on in there. Of course, it'll notify you every time I upload, just like the notification bell. It will give you channels to chat, just about Sonic figures, other figures you're collecting, the games you're playing, anything. I've got tons of channels in there, so if you want to just pop in and join the community and say hi to everyone, you'd probably be the first, honestly. I don't have anyone in there yet. That's also because I haven't been advertising it. I pretty much just have made it and let it sit. So I'm opening it up finally. Please join. But now, let's get into the action figures here. So, taking a look at the package, it's the same as the Superman and the Batman, except this time we've got the, I forget what it's called, but like the big thing the Justice League are in, that's in space. You know what I'm talking about if you read the comics. The package is also themed orange. I'm not sure if that's for Cyborg or for Tails, because I would have thought that Cyborg would have been red, although I guess Superman was red. I guess orange works too. And it's a really nice looking package. I like it a lot. Of course, we've got Cyborg and Tails here. We've got the DCX Sonic logo there. And then on the back of the packaging here, we get to see Cyborg and Tails. And Cyborg actually looks less detailed than he does on the front. Here it is again for reference. He's got a little bit more facial detail there. But yeah, the figures on the back look pretty nice. And then the read-up says, once again, same thing as last time. In the heat of battle, Sonic the Hedgehog and his friends are blasted across dimensions into the world of the Justice League. While the DC superheroes fight to save the multiverse, Sonic and his friends don their costumes in an attempt to maintain order in an unfamiliar world. So yeah, read up, same as always. And we can see Cyborg and Tails stand side by side. The other two characters here. Interestingly, with Cyborg, he has 22 points of articulation, and Tails has 6. Whereas on the other characters here, if I bring down Superman and Batman both had 27, and then the characters have 5. I think Tails come from, obviously his tail. But I am wondering where Cyborg loses 5 points of articulation. That's interesting. But enough of the packaging. Let's get into the figures. Alright, so here are the figures out of the packaging, and first impressions, I think that Cyborg is probably the best looking of the 3 heroes that we got out of this first wave. And Tails is honestly the worst looking, and I'll get into that. Actually, right now, let's not dilly-dally. I just said dilly-dally unironically. Wow. Let's just take a look at Tails. Now, as far as Tails goes, the sculpting is amazing, and the paintwork is, for the most part, amazing. Only issue is he's not silver like Cyborg is. They painted this entire figure silver, and then they couldn't paint Tails silver as well. They had to give him just basic gray. Like, come on. You didn't have to. They just did it. But, oh well, I guess. Other than that, I think that the design looks good on the figure. He's got no paint blemishes. I think that not having it silver takes so much away. But taking a look at the actual paintwork, we can see the Cyborg logo right on his chest there. He's got all the different lights and LEDs, and then anywhere else that isn't red or black is just this sort of ugly gray, which again should have been silver, just like with the Metal Sonic figures too. Like why don't they paint things that are metallic colors? Unless apparently you're Cyborg, you get the metallic card, I guess. You can be as metallic as you want then. I don't mean to come out complaining so much. I'm just going to talk about what I like now. I got that out of my system. Again, sculpt work is done amazingly. This is a really good head sculpt for Tails. I like his expression a lot. He's determined, ready to fight. I love this arm cannon. It's really well sculpted, looks super cool. It's got the glowing blue energy, ready to shoot whoever gets in his way, I guess, blast him away. He just, I mean, is sculpted superbly. I love the way the cyborg armor looks on him as well, just like how it drapes down over his legs, the different little, like, valleys, crannies, whatever other mechanical jargon there is throughout the character. I think that the sculpting is done, I mean, just amazingly, and besides the silver, the paintwork is also done amazingly. As far as articulation goes, same thing as any other 5-inch figure. 360 degrees on the head. Arms go all the way around. Up less because he has his shoulder pads, but down same amount. Legs will kick out about this far. Kick back about, if we move the tails there, kick back about this far. You need to take a pause there. I'm like zoning out every time I say something. Anyways, then tails go all the way around, and of course, you can pop them out like usual. I thought so. Maybe I won't try that. I don't want to break them. I don't want to break one of the Sonic characters now. But either way, the character does have great articulation. Tails looks great, has great articulation. And yeah, let's move on to Cyborg. Alright, I'm praying that he doesn't break and that this can be the saving grace of the line. As far as quality control, this Cyborg looks amazing. Of course, as I've mentioned with Tails, the silver paint does go a long way, makes him look great. I think that his head sculpt is the best out of all of the other three heroes, like comparing him to, let's say, Superman, even Batman. His mouth is a lot more defined there. You can like really see his facial features, not just his mouth, I guess. All of his facial features are a lot more defined. His eyes are painted really clean. I think that the figure just looks clean. Of course, he's got an arm cannon as well. I kind of wish that he came with, like, that the arm cannon was a thing that you can pop on and off, so that way you can have, like, a regular fist, and then you can slide this over it and then have his arm cannon. But either way, still looks really good. His articulation actually feels pretty good so far, so let's take a look at that. Head turns 360 degrees here. Speaking of 360, let's take a look at his back before I continue. Looks great. Anyways, head spins 360 degrees there. Arms all the way around like that. They don't really go up because of the shoulder pads. They're bendable and malleable, like you're supposed to be able to put them up, but they're glued down where it matters, which is right here. So you can't really get it over. It doesn't bend. Or I mean, it does bend, but it doesn't go over the actual shoulder here. So you can't really get any motion there that way. He also, I guess, doesn't have a bicep swivel either because of this. So that's, I guess, where more of his articulation goes away. Of course, same double jointed elbows with like no pins. And they stayed in when I bent him. Better than Superman. No butterfly joint. Oh, no, he does have butterfly joints. And those are staying in when I use those too. So he's beat Superman and Batman so far. His torso goes 360 degrees, back pretty far, down decent amount, not really any actually. His wrist, of course, goes 360 degrees and then up and down a little bit. There we go. Down, up, like so. Legs kick out this far. He's got a double jointed bend at the knee there. I thought they glue his lower knee in. It's not moving. Weird. Yeah, I can't get them to bend any past this. I mean, it looks pretty obvious that it would move double jointed here, but I can only get them to bend 90 degrees before the pegs on the inside look like they're about to pop out. So I guess there's his little issue. He's got some nice bicep. That's not his bicep. He had some nice thigh swivel. And then, actually no calf swivel compared to the other characters. His feet go up this far, down this far, and then, of course, the pivot as per usual. So, I mean, hey, at least nothing broke as I was messing with him. However, I can't get his knees to bend past 90 degrees, so that's a little unfortunate, but oh well. At least he's not broken. And as far as looks go, still best looking figure. I mean, I love the silver paint. I love his head sculpt. Speaking of sculpting, everything, as I showed you, is very nicely sculpted. Just joints are a little stiff and knees don't move, but I guess whatever. Alright, as far as size comparisons go here, we've got Cyborg standing at 5 inches, and we've got Tails, Tails standing at 2.5 inches. So here are all the characters together from all 3 packs. So obviously they all scale well together. I mean, they're all from the same line, same scale, so they should, and they do. And I appreciate that. They look great. And then, of course, here they are again with Darkseid, looking all tall and menacing. All right, and here they are with, again, some 2.5-inch figures. I decided to include silver this time, considering how much I was talking about silver, the color. And then we have a McFarlane Cyborg, and again, same Marvel Legends Spider-Man. All right, and that's going to be the end of this video, and you never realize how much you need double-jointed knees until you try and get a on one knee pose. That was impossible, so I guess I've got him doing a baseball slide. Either way, here are the figures. I'm just kind of posed up. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, join the Discord, link in the description. And just some final closing thoughts on the line overall. I do want to see more, and I will buy more. However, I really wish that there would be a lot more quality control. But I feel like Jakks kind of has to release another line of these guys because they didn't even make Sonic. How can you not make Sonic in this line? That's crazy. But also it kind of works out perfectly to get Sonic as the Flash, Silver as Green Lantern, which I'm really excited to see, and Amy as Wonder Woman because we need more Amy, of course. I mean, I guess she has a 5-inch figure, and she has a 2.5-inch figure in the blind bags, which I will be making YouTube shorts on shortly if they aren't already out. At the time of recording this, I haven't even opened those bags yet, so yeah. Either way, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.